Oh, how you guys doing tonight? All right, we're just gonna do. I guess I'm gonna call it Chit Chat and Oliver. Let me make this bigger. Come on. What is wrong with this thing? This is irritating. Well, I guess you guys are just gonna have to look at the narrow view of Oliver. Is he back there? There you are. How is everybody doing? I've got one peeper. There he is. I see him. Okay, now I see him good. So yeah, I was just I'm on my way home. I was just gonna guess do a little bit of a chit chat on my way home. It's like about 40 minutes from where our office is. I actually went in really early today. Early for me at least. I was in at like 9. I don't usually come in this early. And it's almost 7 now. So I just thought I would do a quick little live stream and say hey to you guys. Nothing, ooh, goodness, it's bright. Nothing probably particularly profound to say. Just kind of watching all of the, I guess, drama going by with the whole pictures thing and all of that. You know, if what Purple's saying is true, and I say if, I hope that the law enforcement officer, the detective that she talked to, I hope that he talked to her a little bit more about her behavior, because I think it was really inappropriate. Maybe she doesn't realize how long she was on talking about all of this. And if Purple comes in here, no, honey, I can't let you up. I'm on my phone. So I get to talk all by myself. So anyway, oh my gosh, that's one heck of an accident. That person spun all the way around. But anyway, yeah, I don't think that, oops, I don't think you realize, Purple, how long you were talking about Jenna and how much and to what extent. And, oh, wow, there's another one. So, yeah, I don't think that you realize what you did. And it's unfortunate. Yeah, it's really unfortunate that you don't have any empathy for others. And the thing is when you don't have empathy for other people, life tends to teach you about empathy the hard way. So you're either going to continue to keep having conflicts like this, or you're probably going to continue to have conflicts like this, because that's the way life is. And yeah, I'm still going to talk about it because I can. I wasn't named in any of it. And unfortunately, Purple, much to your dismay, I am still part of the community, and it still does affect me. And it's going to be hanging around for quite a while, because you threw one hell of a fucking fit about it. You just on and on and on and on. I mean, it's probably, if I went back and conflict is at the heart of every story. That's something to think about. I don't know. Well, there's healthy conflict. Here we go. There's healthy conflict, and then there's unhealthy conflict. you can, be conflicted in your own mind, or, mind, or some people call it your heart. Uh, there's that kind of conflict, but then there's also the conflict that there's conflict that you can grow from, and then there's conflict that uh, it tears others down, it tears you down. And I think that it's important to SK bye. Okay, bye. Um, have a good evening. I don't know if I didn't see you or what, but anyway, I can't move that. But yeah, so conflict, you can either grow from it or you can tear others down with it. I mean, Purple, there's still, I don't know why I'm even saying this, but you always have the choice to grow from conflict. You can always still look back on this situation and choose to grow, but it certainly sounds like, right now, it sounds like you still have your heels really dug in. Because like today you're trying to reframe this old argument about whether or not, Levitt was victimized. Can I give a shout out? Well, I'm kind of driving, and I don't think my channel's so tiny. I don't think anybody's going to care all that much. So if the circumstances were different, I would. But I apologize. I can't see your screen name very well because you're on my phone. And now I'm completely off track, and that's why you did that. The troll is be rolling through my chat and distracting me. Oh, Purple, you always have a choice. That's what it is. You always have a choice between how you react, and you can choose to react or you can choose to respond. Right now, you are in a very, whether you like to believe it or not, you're very reactive, and everything's a knee jerk for you. I listened to your live today, and everything's a knee jerk, and you're trying to. We're not stupid out here. You might not realize it, or you might explain it away, but you're still trying to argue that, by bringing up, I don't know, it's like maybe, I don't know, maybe it's just, maybe you really do have internalized misogyny. But that's pretty much what your live stream was about today, Purple. It was internalized misogyny. Or at least that's what it sounded like. I was trying to give you the benefit of the doubt and, kind of level it down to reframing an argument, reframing a bad argument. So, and then some people came in. I think just a few people said something to you, and you were kind of went off the deep end again, and you're completely out of control. You have no control, and everything is knee jerk. And I think that there's probably plenty of other people who saw all this go on this morning, and they're probably going to say the same thing too, that you're in a very reactive state and everything's knee jerk and everybody's, coming at you. And some of it is true and some of it's not. You need to stop letting people dox. I mean, it's your chat and your live streams. It's just like, it's like the worst of the worst. All of the worst is of the worst. are in your chat, and all of the worst behaviors on YouTube happen on your channel. And, Purple might not listen to this, but let this be a warning to other smaller channels. You can make money off of drama for so long, but you have to have some kind of standards, or else you end up with people doxing in your chat. And that was something else I wanted to point out, that I never came onto YouTube with my first name. So, Purple, thank you for doxing me. There you go. Now you can, there's something else I can use against you, is that you doxed me. That's what you do, Purple. You do shitty things and people use it against you. So, that's what you're doing. And it's a shame. You still have some nice people in your community, but for the most part, everybody in your community doesn't like you, Purple, because you do. I don't know how you do the things that you do. Yeah, you're just so vicious. I don't know. I think vile is a way overused word. You're vicious. You're like a rabid dog. You just can't. But you put yourself in this situation. You do terrible things to people. People get mad at you. They come at you for it. So then you do terrible things to those people. Then more people get mad at you. Then more people come at you for it. I don't know. I don't know if you even want to take a break from it. I don't know if you even want to. Yeah, I don't even know if you want to do any better. And that's sad that, your channel is almost built entirely of hate watchers. Oh, you guys, did you know that if you want another way that you can watch Purple's videos without giving her a view, is if you go down the if you go down the three little buttons, you can just download it straight from YouTube, and then she doesn't get the view from it. So you can just download it, listen to it or watch it, and then she doesn't get the view. And you don't even have to do a watch party for that. That is, unless there's all kinds of crazy shit. You can usually tell when chat starts getting out of control. So we're gonna hide that. Actually, can I delete that? I don't know if that's even deleting it. Shit. Anyway, yeah, it's really sad. I don't know why you would want to hurt somebody so much. Maybe I have too much empathy, but I feel really bad for what you're doing to Jenna, Purple. You've turned into a bullhorn Betty. Tim was talking about that today on Queen Bees, where you are just go into other people's lives for the purpose. It's just malicious. And then when people don't support you or come back against you, you have to be right. So you double down, and then you attack even harder. You're just like Bullhorn Betty. You're just trying to destroy someone over a stupid argument, over YouTube drama. You're taking it, you are taking it offline. I mean, people can come in and they can argue with me all you want, but you're taking it off. When you are going after someone in such a personal way, you are taking it offline. You don't have to contact them or contact their employer or anything like that. You took it offline. You've gone real life purple. You went too far. And I know you have no shame, but you really should be ashamed of yourself. And if anybody else comes across this later on, let this be a lesson to you. Go over to Purple Phoenix and watch her channel implode. Watch her implode. Because at some point, you're going to implode. And you're going to push everyone away from you. And you're going to be alone. As you should be. I mean, that's what nature does with toxins. So yeah, but I thought about that a little bit today while I was just working with numbers and just checking stuff off. Didn't have to entirely pay attention to it too close. But yeah, it's sad. If no one else sees what you were doing today in your live stream, trying to reframe that now you want to say that all men are victims, that, what is it? I actually looked it up. You were saying that men always get custody of their children. Actually, no, that would not be the case. When I looked it up, and back in the 1980s, when we were little kids, or I think you were an infant in the 80s, men got custody of their children about 15% of the time. Now, in the 2000s, men have custody of their children about 40% of the time. 40% of the time, men have custody of their children. And then there's also shared parenting, which boosts the number up even higher of how much men are involved with their children's lives. That's not what you were saying? That's what it sounded like. And then you brought up, there was also you were talking about how crimes are treated when it's a man, that it's highlighted. And that when it's a woman, it's, kind of downplayed. And I actually looked that up. And I know that you hate it that I research stuff before I speak on it. And that's just because, I grew up with a parent like you, Purple. So that's probably why I bitch about this so much. But I grew up with a parent like you. Yeah, you're right. It is a me problem. It is. So anyway, but I did look it up, and I looked stuff up because, my birth mother, she used to gaslight like you do, and, try to reframe and twist and create chaos and blah, 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 blah. So anyway, I looked it up. I always have to check on everything. I looked it up, and you're actually right that the media does downplay women's crimes, and women don't get as severe of sentences as what men do for similar crimes. They aren't in prison as long. And I read up on that a little bit. I mean, it was like not even 5 minutes. And that is something, I guess it's kind of like they attribute that to kind of chivalry. So, yeah, what you were saying is true. And also, in that situation, men are to blame themselves. So, hey, see, that's the thing, Purple, is you can never clear your mind enough to listen to what I'm saying. Just as you were right. So I don't know what your point was in bringing up how, men are, you believe that men are treated differently in society, or it's unequal. I mean, yeah, it came across as internalized misogyny. Let me know if you want me to spell that for you. So, but that's what it came across as. That you hate other women and you hate having been inconvenienced, told to cut it the fuck out with the way that you're acting on YouTube. I think you need time to clear your head or something. Use ChatGPT for ideas of stuff to talk about on your channel. The other YouTubers that I watch that do drama, they usually mix a little bit of something else in there. I'm just making commentary. They usually mix a little bit of something else in there. Like, I came to your channel because you used to do true crime and you used to do the trivia and the game nights. That's how I ended up at your channel. It didn't have to be a constant flow. Hey, little devil, how are you? I'm just rambling. No one told me a thing about what I do. No one told you a thing about what you do on YouTube? Okay. Are you down there having a Cartman moment? I do what I want. So again, I just criticize you. What's my point? My point is that you do fucked up shit and I'm still talking about it. I have the right to talk about it. Maybe you'll get it through your thick skull. Maybe you won't. Maybe this can illustrate to others, somebody might find this before they find your channel and, figure out that you go real life and over dumb shit. You go real life over really dumb shit. You were answering my statement. I don't remember what my statement was. Damn. No wonder you get kind of confused. Purple, you do care. Why are you here? If you don't care, why are you here? Oh my God. We already went through this. You do care. I don't know if you've got some kind of a cognitive dissonance thing going on. I came during the Harper era? No, I did not come during the Harper era. I came, if you're talking to me, I've been there since what was it? What do you call it? The or the messages from Ziggy's Discord. You're bored? Okay. It's BORED. So no, raining corn dogs. I did not come then. What is up with you, corn dogs? You used to seem like you were so nice and such a fun guy, and now you're like a fun troll. Now you're getting so mean. It's really disappointing. I really like you, corn dog. So, and I don't. Why dox people? I mean, do you guys think it's funny? I mean, people want their privacy, and what is wrong with that? Why can't people have their privacy? Why do you think that you have the right to insert yourself into someone's life. I mean, it's like, I don't know, it's just really, really gross. I mean, have I ever said your name on a live stream, Purple? No, I know it. I don't say it. I'm not crying about anything. God, you're such a brat. Purple, you're such a freaking Karen. You are so entitled and such a little brat. You are. You're a brat. You really are a brat. People make up insane lies about me. I get mean. I'm sorry, corn dogs. What? Oh, they made up insane lies about you. I don't know what lies they made up about you. Hey, Iris, how are you? And Shining. Yay. So, anyway, I was talking about my opinions about the messed up stuff that Purple does with her channel. And it's poo. So, yeah, I was just talking a little bit about that. And this morning's internalized misogynistic reframing of um, her fight about, that men are always wrong, blah, blah, blah. That's not true. It is not true. I'm sorry. I think that society's finally finding a good balance. There was a time where men were really being shit on. Over. Hey, proud Marine mom. See, I should have just started this like 15 minutes before I left work. But yeah, I was talking about that this morning. I talked about a little bit of research, and I was telling Purple that I grew up with. Purple isn't as malignant as my birth mother is, but there's a lot of similar characteristics there, a lot. And so I was talking a little bit about how that impacts me, and that is part of how that impacts me is I look up everything. I don't just say, oh, I'm right, and I'm right because I said I'm right. I don't do that. I go back and I look at stuff, and I always make sure that I'm right before I speak. If I don't know, I don't usually speak. So anyway, but we were talking about that, how I grew up with this malignant person, fucked up shit that she did. And Purple, I can tell you, you are going to end up alone. That's where my birth mother is currently. I haven't seen her since 1999, but San Diego police kindly report back to me about how she's doing, and she's been homeless for about 20 years now. So, Purple, you're going to burn through people. I mean, look at how many people you've burned through now. I mean, it's like you're just, your heels are just dug in. And I can't imagine. That's, I think, what bothers me is I was going down the same path as you. And it's like, so that there was a time when I was doing the shit that you do to people. And I'm very much capable of doing it. And I didn't want to live like that. And I didn't want to know. And so I don't understand why you would want to live like that. Why you want to have so much conflict in your life. I mean, what were you like in high school? So yeah. Hey Alta, how are you? Are you gonna do you're gonna go live soon, aren't you? Yeah. Purple, now Purple, I would say she's more of like a low grade scammer, because you get more if you do it in little small increments. You actually get more out of people. Don't know anything about me, doesn't matter to me, blah blah blah. So anyway, Purple, actually I do know about you. I do know a lot about you. You can tell a lot about somebody by watching things that they do, and in case you want them, you're going to get if you do it in the small increments. That way, if you do a small increment, most people are just going to walk away and just run into the police to, shoplifting or that. If you keep it small, police are just going to tell you to give it back. That's how you do that. So, yeah, you don't want to go for big dollars. For the big money. Oh, hold on a second, you guys. I'm not sure what's going on. I was talking to my husband on the phone. So, yeah. I would say okay. I have got to let you guys go. I will probably come back. I'll come back on if I can. I think there's something wrong with Gypsy. I'm not sure. My husband had me on speakerphone. So, but you guys have a good rest of your evening, and I will try to come back on if I can, if nobody else comes on. And maybe we'll have another go round with Purple. Wouldn't that be fun? Yeah. All right, you guys have a good evening. Bye.